Hey, what's up, everybody? Just here today doing another review video of my 2017 Yamaha YZ250FX. Yeah, I did a initial review video when a couple months after I first got the bike, and now it's been a few years. I decided to come back and do another one. So here we go. Here is the bike. Yeah, so honestly, y'all start with, man, they built these things pretty much like a tank. I haven't, in the 5 years that 4 or 5 years, yeah, somewhere in there, that I've had the bike, yeah, I really honestly haven't had any major engine problems or major malfunctions with the bike or anything. The only things I've had is like just regular wear and tear, like I've had to replace tires, and brakes and yeah, and I had a fork seal leak, I think maybe a year or two ago. And yeah, honestly, that was it, man. But granted, I'm just a weekend warrior, and yeah, it's not like I'm riding super hard every dang on weekend at that. I probably only ride like maybe once or twice a month. So I don't know if that has anything to do with the longevity in it. But yeah, for my personal experience though, yeah, no major issues. Uh I only run VP 110 racing fuel in it, and I only use the Yamaha high performance full synthetic oil as well. So yeah, I try to only use the best things for the bike when it comes to gas and oil. Yeah, I don't have the VP racing fuel because of, I think it's gonna make me faster or anything like that. I only have it because the dealership told me it's actually better to run it than the pump fuel. So that's why I'm doing that. Though I did notice the bike did seem to be a little faster when I did transition. I will say that though. So yeah, in my previous videos, I've said pretty much all the add-ons and all the dang, I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Performance parts I've added on to it. Since then, I really haven't done too much. I've had to add super cooler kit on there with high pressure hoses, and also radiator cap with a thermostat reader on there. The reason why I did do that, one issue that I was noticing was when I ride in the summertime, the bike, when I was in tight trails in the woods, the bike would start to overheat. So I just did those couple changes, and honestly, that's been it, and that's all that was necessary. So yeah, I live down south, so yeah, it gets pretty hot in the summertime here. But I guess if you live up north or somewhere, maybe where it doesn't get as hot, then you may not have to worry about it. But that was an experience that I've had with the bike. What else have I done here? Oh yeah, and with the tires, now I've tried like 3 or 4 different brands and styles and everything. And for me personally, where I ride at now, there's a lot of sand and it rains a lot here. So it's a lot of mud. I ended up going with the MX-33s by Dunlops, and honestly, they hook up the best out of anything that I've had thus far. So I don't know if that's just because of my location and where I live, or the type of environments riding, or what. But yeah, man, the MX-33s are awesome. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I guess I don't really think of anything else I'm leaving out of. Honestly, another thing I will say is I kind of wish I ended up getting the 450 instead of the 250. Like you can mod it out and make this thing freaking fly and go fast. But I just, for all the things that I've done to the bike, it probably would have been just better for me to just get a 450 if I wanted more speed and power instead of doing all this stuff. Oh yeah, also another thing, like all my aftermarket parts, everything is a bolt on. I don't have any major engine work done or better gosh man, what's the word I'm looking for? Piston, high power piston, or any of that, or polished head, or none of that stuff. I know people say that if you do that's where you get the most horsepower. But I also, and this is just my personal opinion, think like when you start messing internally with the motor and stuff is where you start to create more problems for the bike. So that's why I just kept all my performance upgrades bolt on, nothing internal in the engine. Yeah, it's a great bike though. You can if you buy it stock, it's a great beginner bike as well. It's very forgiving, very rideable. And then I also heard that like with the new Yamahas, they come with different maps on them, so that yeah, you just press a button and you can have a more aggressive bike or a more chilled bike. So yeah, that's pretty dope too. Another thing that I ended up adding to it that I found out not being necessary was I did the Kickstarter on here because I didn't trust just the electric starter that I had on it. But honestly, I've never needed it. I've honestly never needed it. The electric start has never failed me actually. And yeah, I'm still on the original battery. It's been like, yeah, had to been like 4 or 5 years now, and it's still on, yeah, the original battery. So yeah, I think, man, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I think that's pretty dope. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Yeah, it's my 5-year review of it. It's an awesome bike. I think I'm gonna hold on to this one. I thought about selling it for a 450 a couple of times, but yeah, I never ended up bringing myself to doing it, man. I actually love it. Think I'm gonna hold on to it. And yeah, I strongly recommend this for anybody, man. You can ride it on the track or trails. I do both with it. I do both, or just free ride or just whatever, man. It's just like the Swiss Army knife of dirt bikes, if you will, man. Like literally you can do anything with it. So yeah, I guess I'll let it run for a second, let you guys hear it. But yeah, that's it, man. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please just drop it down in the comment section. Especially anybody who owns another YZ 250 or 450 FX, man. Just give me any tips or anything you have about yours or what you've done to yours so far. And also, or if you're interested in possibly getting one of these bikes and you have questions, just reach out to me, man. But all right, y'all, take it easy.